If you're looking to go no money spent in College Football 25 Ultimate Team, we got a guide that you can follow in this video to not only help you save some money, but also earn coins, earn packs, earn free players. Let's get it. What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another College Football 25 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, I'm just going to go over everything that you need to be doing as a no money spent player to make sure that you excel in this game mode. So let's go ahead and jump right on into it. And I'm going to go over to the store because this is rule number one of no money spent. You absolutely, under no circumstances, unless there's like crazy glitches going on or insane pack offers, there is no reason that you should be in the store spending any of your coins on any of these packs. This is also going to go for training packs. I know doing rerolls is fun. I know opening up packs in the store is fun. I know you're going to be on social media, you're going to watch YouTube videos of other YouTubers, other content creators, opening up packs and getting the best cards in the world. It's just simply not going to happen to you. I don't mean to be so blunt about it, but you have to take these things with a grain of salt. Don't get overhyped when you see people having good pack luck and automatically think, hey, that's going to mean that I get good pack luck if I open up this pack. If somebody tells you a pack is hot, they're lying. It's not true. And I shouldn't say they're lying, but that pack was hot for them. There's odds when it comes to these things, and there's a small percentage of people that will get lucky, not only, once, but throughout the entire year. But at the end of the day, all of these packs are simply designed to take your coins away from you, and in most scenarios, give you little in return. You have to stay away from this. I know it's going to be tough, but I'm telling you, as a no money spent player, it's just something that you absolutely have to do. Now, every day we do get a daily objective, and you're going to have to open up a pack to complete that. If you want to open the 100 coin daily recruit pack, not a bad idea to go ahead and do that. Early on, you're probably not going to get anything good from this. As the year goes on, this pack will probably update with some better cards, but every day that you open this, especially early, right now in the first couple weeks of the game, a 70 overall card for 100 coins needs to be sold right away, and hopefully you guys get better pack luck when it comes to this pack. A 200 or 300 coin profit is not going to move the needle, but cards right now are severely overpriced, and honestly, any packs that you might earn for free from field passes, and we'll go over the other game modes that you should be playing to earn free content, I generally believe you should be selling these cards right now. For example, and 79s aren't easy to come by, but if you have 79s in your binder, a lot of things are selling for the absolute minimum right now. What EA put down was called a price floor. I think mostly due to the big patch glitch that took place yesterday, but a 79 overall card, will this card help your team out right now? Probably, especially if you're no money spent. But what I would focus on early in the year, unless you're a really good player, is staying far away from head-to-head online. And when you obtain cards like this from free packs, or however you get them, sell them. If you can get 15, 16K for a 79 overall, and if I go backwards here, 77 overalls are going for about 4K. Is this all going to equal a ton of coin? It absolutely depends on how many of these cards you might earn. But cards are only going to get better from this point on, and these cards that are available right now, these core cards, are only going to get cheaper. Now, there will be some exceptions where maybe EA puts out a set that, requires 78s and 79s, and they could occasionally shoot up, but at the end of the day, these cards are just losing value by the day. The game hasn't even officially launched worldwide, and we've already seen 2 promos drop. Worldwide releases this Friday. You would have to think that the Legends promo is going to be dropping soon. We're going to see weekly content pretty consistently, and that kind of leads me to my next thing, right? So I'm an exception because I'm a content creator. I do spend money in this game. I've played no money spent accounts separately on Madden Ultimate Team. I'm just not doing it with this game because I'm going to have to balance 2 games in a month when Madden 25 comes out, and I do plan on doing a no money spent squad plus my main team in Madden. So balancing balancing 4 different accounts between 2 games would just be way too much. But if you take a look at, like, for example, the cards that came out today, for an 85 overall running back, 206,000 coins. Did I buy this one? Absolutely. You can see the price floor on these. They're not getting any cheaper. This is the bare minimum. Everybody's trying to sell them. I mean, look at all of these up there for 206K. In a week or two, we are likely going to have 87 and 88 overall running backs, and these cards are going to continue to lose their value. It just makes no sense to try to have the best team in the world in the first month of the game when cards are only going to get better, and the cards that you're paying a lot for now are only going to get less expensive. And you got to kind of play the promo game, right? So we're going to get a big new shiny promo pretty frequently, probably every week. Is it going to always have good cards? No. But for the most part, we're going to see, a bunch of new cards come out every weekly. Some of them are going to feel like must-haves. The community is going to be clamoring for them. They're going to feel like the best cards in the world. And guess what happens? The cycle repeats over and over and over again. Those same cards that just came out that day are going to be replaced by new shiny cards a couple weeks later. And people like me, people who spend money in this game, content creators, competitive players who want the best team in the world, we are going to overpay for those higher overall new cards when there's slightly lower overall cards that are maybe 2 or 3 weeks older that are going to be just as good, or a very, very small, non-noticeable difference on the field are going to tank in price. So it's just always a good rule of thumb to play the long game when it comes to these new cards. Don't feel like you need to have them day 1 or even week 1, because you're going to find yourself chasing your tail in the long run, and it's a big waste of coin, and obviously you're not going to be spending money. But in my case, and I'll admit it, it's a tax write-off for me, it's also a big waste of money. I create content, so there's an exception there, there's an asterisk, but it's not a bad idea, it's not a terrible thing to have cards that came out a month later and still be using them. They're still going to be fairly good compared to the new cards. Really, the smallest difference, or I should say the biggest difference, is when it comes down to abilities. And I don't really get the sense that abilities are going to be super overpowered in this game. There's no X factors in College Football Ultimate Team as well. I don't think we see the really good abilities, the silver and platinum tier, silver, gold, and platinum tier, really even gold and platinum. I don't even think we see those types of cards until after Madden 25 launches. So none of these cards that are out right now are must-haves. Now, when it comes to game modes and the best way to earn coins, listen, you're either going to have to spend time or money in this game, or a little bit of both. If you're no money spent, the time is going to have to be put in. And honestly, if you're not a competitive player, you should live in solo seasons right now. Now, if you have a good enough team or a good enough stick skill to go out and compete in either the freshman or varsity seasons, try to go to the highest overall that you're comfortable with, because the higher the overall in solo seasons, the better the rewards. And they're not amazing, but I think they're so easy, and you can run through these seasons so fast, and they're repetitive, they're unlimited. You could play through a varsity season as long as you win 5 games before you lose 3 games. You're going to get 5,000 coins. You're then going to move on to the playoffs. If you win 5 games without losing a single game, you get a bye week. You win 2 more games, I think you get another 5,000 coins, and you move on to the national championship. You win the national championship. You get 2 packs. I think you get a little bit of coin as well. These are 2-minute quarter games. You can chew clock. There's way to turn accelerated clock on. You can get through these solo seasons, probably 2 seasons a day, if you want to put the time in. Are the rewards amazing? Are you making hundreds and millions of coins? Absolutely not. But these little 5,000 and 4,500 coin rewards, plus the free packs, and free packs right now are super valuable because we just showed you 78, 79s, 80s, 81s. They're going for a lot. It's all going to add up. I would be focusing, not even touching online. If you're an ultra competitive player, if you like to play online, you hate playing against the computer, like me, you're going to want to play head-to-head seasons. If you don't really care for it there, you should be living in solo seasons right now. And if you're good enough, or your team's good enough, try to play in the All-American division, because you're going to get a little bit more coin, not only in the regular season, the playoffs, and if you win a championship. Right now, what I would be doing is just wash, rinse, repeat within this game mode. open up the packs, sell the items that you get in those free packs. If you want to use a couple players to occasionally upgrade your squad, by all means go for it. At least you're earning these cards for free, you're stacking your coins, and you're getting ready for the big first market crash of the year, which probably won't happen for a while. Pack offers have been dreadful, pack odds have been terrible, so I don't know how much money people are really spending in this game right now. I know me, normally opening week of an Ultimate Team game, we're opening several bundles. I have not done that. I've opened up 2 of them so far. They've been pretty terrible. I've seen a lot of people on the internet, on Twitter, having similar results. It just doesn't feel like a good year to be spending money this early on. But eventually, they're going to drop a good bundle that everybody's going to want. A big name player, maybe an ex-NFL player, a current NFL player. People are going to open up their wallets. The market is going to crash. When is it going to happen? I don't know. But you will be definitely prepared for it with a big coin stack if you're living in solo seasons right now, stacking those coins, selling the cards from your free packs, and waiting for your right opportunity. Now, if you are a competitive player, head-to-head seasons is definitely going to be the way to go for right now, but we should have 2 new game modes, and I don't know when exactly they're going to go live, that are going to be great for coin making. So the head-to-head season's pretty solid right now. You can see I'm in the playoffs. I'm in the lowest division because this is my very first season, but if we are able to win our 3rd game within the playoffs here, we're going to get 5,500 coins. You get pretty similar results when you're playing through solo seasons, which is another reason why I stress that you should be living in there right now. If we are able to win a national championship, I believe we get a national championship pack. It's basically the same idea as solo seasons, but obviously you're not playing against a computer, you're playing against other humans. You're probably gonna have to have a little bit of a better team, but I think right now, if any time with head-to-head seasons, there's gonna be a smaller skill gap because there's just not too many people out there with the most amazing teams. And don't be fearful if you do jump online to play against people with great teams. Everybody who has a really good team isn't that great. I played somebody who had some of the best cards in the game yesterday. I made them quit in the first quarter. I haven't even really built my team to an amazing level. We got a few good cards here and there. 2 of the good cards on my team just came out today, and I've yet to play a game with them. But don't automatically think because a player has a better team than you, that automatically equals that they're going to be better than you. It's more of a mental thing right now, but you're already kind of defeating yourself by putting yourself into that mindset. Go in thinking that you can win every game regardless of the overall. If it helps, don't even look at the overall when it loads in, right? Close your eyes. Don't pay attention to it because that psychological stuff, it can mess with you. Trust me, it happens to me a lot too. I can't show you these things because they are not in game, but EA is adding in a champs mode into College Football 25 Ultimate Team that will take place the span of 1 week, where you're going to have 20 games to play. There's no entry fee, and whatever number of games you're able to win, the rewards are going to dish out on this screen that you're taking a look at. So even if you can win 10 of your 20 games there, you're looking at a victory formation and 50,000 coins. This all adds up. There's also going to be a gauntlet game mode that takes place from Friday to Monday, and there will be an entry fee of 50,000 coins or a gauntlet token, as we showed you on the previous picture. To get that gauntlet token, you're gonna have to win 16 of 20 games, or a minimum of 16 games within the champs mode, which I know is gonna be tough for a lot of people. But with the gauntlet, it's a 50,000 coin pay-in, and hopefully that they have some other opportunities to earn those tokens, whether it's maybe through solo challenges, a welcome pack, who knows. But the basic idea is that you get to play as many games as you can, up to 10 without losing 2 games. So if you can win a game or 2, I should really say 4. If you can win 4 games before you lose 2, you get a victory formation and 70,000 coins with a 50k entry fee. You get yourself a 20,000 coin profit plus the pack. And again, hopefully EA adds in some opportunities to earn those gauntlet tokens outside of just the champs mode. Now, as far as ways to make coins, sniping to me isn't really going to be working right now because of the price floors that EA has set. And again, I don't think a ton of people are out there opening up packs because the pack value isn't there. There hasn't been any like amazing cards that people really need to go after. But your best bet is usually going to be on the weekends. You know, that's when people aren't at school. They're mostly not going to be at work. Normally when we get type of legend offers, at least in Madden Ultimate Team, we know that we're going to be getting legends in this game. When they're going to be coming out, I don't know. Will it be Saturdays? Will it be Fridays? Hopefully we're going to find that out very soon. But sniping cards on the auction house, when the auction house is busy is usually a profitable way to go. And, you know, that's going to be one of the most common ways that you can go out there and make coins. I think with the addition of solo seasons, you're probably better off serving your time within that game mode rather than searching and sniping on the auction house. But it is something that you can explore as well. And if you know what I mean by sniping, we'll probably put out like a dedicated guide on it. But essentially, you're looking for cards that are selling for cheaper than they normally are. I just don't really like where the auction house is right now, so it's tough to get a really good gauge on like what you should be buying and what you should be selling. But another route that you're always going to be able to go to, and again, I don't know if you're going to be able to do it right now because, you know, the game's only been out for 3 days. But, you know, the other thing to always look forward to or look for, aside from sniping, is building sets for cheaper than the champion card cost. So if there was a world where you could, and you know, we showed you that these 85 overall, in case you missed it, champion cards are going for 206,000 coins on average. If there was a world where you could find 83s from the In Case You Missed It promo for, we'll say, 45,000 coins each, now you're looking at about 180K, give or take, to build out this set. If you could sell that card then for 206K, there's a nice little price gap. Unfortunately, all of these cards are going for 80K, and this is kind of working in reverse, right? So you got 80, 160, 240, 320,000 coins to buy all 4 of these cards to put into this set to complete it. We just showed you can buy these cards straight up for 206,000 coins. So we're working in reverse in this situation where you never want to complete a set if it's cheaper to go out and buy the card. But if you can find ways to complete the sets for cheaper, and you do have to factor in the 10% tax, but if you can find ways to complete sets for much cheaper than the card costs to buy outright, and you can find that price gap in there, it's just another strategy that you want to use. Unfortunately, right now, the auction house just isn't there for that type of situation. But as the year goes on, as we get more players that come in the game on Friday, as we get more content, more sets, more packs, more offers, these are the things that you're going to want to look for. Deciding where you spend your time is also going to be a really big thing when it comes to building a no money spent account. Currently, we have a house rules event that gives you a really good reward card at the end of it, but the big problem here is that you need 250 wins to get that card. What I would recommend is trying to pace yourself specifically with this event and understand that you're not going to have this card in 2 or 3 days. Now, if you want to, you can. You're going to have to put in a lot of time, but you have 42 days to complete this field pass, or not this field pass, but these house rules rewards. I think that equals to somewhere like 6 wins a day. So if you can just jump in and maybe get 6 to 7 wins a day, you're obviously going to get a bunch of rewards leading up to that. Some of them are pretty good, some not so much. You do get 700 coins for every single win, but these are things that you're going to want to factor in. Hopefully all year we get more house rules events that require less wins and still give pretty good results as far as the prizes go, but try to balance your time. Again, you know, spend a little bit of time on this event, go over to solo seasons, knock one of those out per day if you're able to. I know everybody's schedules are different. I don't expect you guys all to be on the game 24 hours a day. I'm just trying to give you different ideas of things that you can look for or think about when it comes to grinding the content within the game. The rewards within the Season 1 Field Pass aren't amazing, but historically with Madden Ultimate Team Field Passes, one thing that I just always love to keep in mind, or not even keep in mind, but do, because, you know, when I would be on my no money spent account in Madden, people are like, how did you get so many coins? And basically about everything that I've talked about in this video is something I've done. But a lot of times, with the exception of the Season 1 Field Pass, because 1,500 coin rewards aren't really moving the needle here, but a lot of times just simply grinding through the Field Passes, the free content that is available to you, stacking the coins, making sure you're not spending those coins on packs, using the free content that you can earn, these B&D fantasy packs that give you 84 overalls. We go backwards, there's other B&D packs in here, using the B&D cards, which are the non-sellable cards, to upgrade your lineup, and simply selling everything else is just kind of a thing that I've always done. Now, as the year goes on and those basic cards become less valuable, It's not a bad idea to let those cards sit in your binder because they might play a part for a future upgrade set. They might have more value when you least expect it. But early on, again, focusing on earning every B&D card that you possibly can, whether it's through the field pass, whether it's through grinding solo challenges. We got the conference stories promo, the in case you missed it promo, milestone rewards within the solos here. You get coins, you get B&D players, trying to sell everything that is sellable early on, using the B&D players to build your team, knocking out these, things like this, like the playbook solo challenges. You play through each sequence, you essentially get 2 different playbooks, one of them non-sellable, one of them sellable. These are things, I sold an Alabama playbook the other day for 9,000 coins. Does that sound like a lot? Absolutely not. But all of these things add up. So you just simply have to take advantage of the free content, use the B&D cards to your advantage to build out your lineup early on, sell everything else, start to get that coin stack up, and when that first market crash happens, and remember, even at that one, cards are only going to get better afterwards. We don't really know what promos to get this year, but with Madden Ultimate Team, you always kind of follow like the kickoff of the season and then the major holidays. You got Halloween, you got Thanksgiving, you got the Christmas time, Super Bowl. In this case, it would probably be the college football playoffs and the national championship. Kind of following the big dates in either football or the big dates in America with holidays are when we see the biggest promos and usually the biggest market crashes, and those are the things that you want to prep for. So hopefully a lot of this information, and I apologize if I was all over the place or ever felt like I was rambling, but these are the guidelines that I follow when I build a no money spent account, and I think if you do the same, you'll have a lot of luck building your team and not spending a dime. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.